The first time Cairo came home with me, he flinched when I reached down to touch him. The second time I reached for him, 4 years later, he grabbed my wrist with his mouth and ran toward my bedroom, like he was completely sure he could beat me there. That pretty much says everything about him, but I should probably start at the beginning. When Cairo came off the streets of Atlanta, he didn't look like a dog who expected much from people. I still remember the car ride home. He curled into the smallest ball possible in the back seat, pressing himself against the door, just trying to be invisible. He was supposed to be around 60 pounds. He was 38. If someone moved a hand too fast near his head, he'd drop his shoulders and look down at the floor, like he was waiting for the bad part. I brought him inside, set his things down, and let him take the room in. For a little while, he just stood there, maybe half a minute, maybe longer. He looked at the walls, the couch, the floor, like he wasn't sure what any of it meant yet. Then, he found the food bowl. His tail moved once, then again. Then the whole back half of his body started going. And suddenly, the skinny, nervous, beat-up Pitbull was sliding around my kitchen in circles, like happiness was a thing he had just discovered and didn't know how to use yet. I sat down on the floor because I didn't really know what else to do. I just let him spin. It was clumsy and messy. And honestly, it was perfect. I realized right then that he wasn't just hungry for a meal. He was starving for a reason to be happy. Cairo is 5 now. He looks like the kind of dog people make assumptions about before they know him. Big head, heavy chest. That serious stare that makes strangers give us extra space on walks. I understand it. He can look intimidating. Then, you see him with the kittens. He'll lie flat on the floor and let one of them climb over his face, step on his neck, bite his ear. Whatever she feels like doing that day. He just stays there. Sometimes he looks over at me like he's asking if this is normal, but he doesn't move. He's the same way with his sisters, careful, patient. If one of them decides to steal his favorite blanket, he doesn't put up a fight. He just lets out this dramatic puff of air and finds somewhere else to sleep. Not in a trained dog way, more like he remembers what it felt like to be scared. So he tries not to be the scary thing. He's still dramatic though. If I leave without him to visit my grandparents, he takes it personally. He'll park himself by the door and act like he's been abandoned in a Victorian novel. When I come back, he gives me this long look before he'll even wag his tail, like, we'll discuss this later. That's Cairo, tough looking, ridiculous, gentle in ways that still catch me off guard. He reminds me every day that the past doesn't have to define how you love in the present, and I think that's why shelter dogs get to me, because I see that lowered head look and I know there might be a whole dog in there that nobody has met yet. Cairo isn't some big lesson. He's just my dog. He races me down the hallway, steals my spot on the couch the second I stand up, watches over a kitten half the size of his paw like it's the most important job in the world. For him, it probably is. Did you enjoy this story? Do you have a story like this?